Don't confuse price with value. Hey, what's up guys? I'm Marc Scott, and thank you so much for checking out another voiceover tip. Now, if you never want to miss another one of these tips again, very simple stuff. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're watching on YouTube, and don't forget to like and follow my page on Facebook at facebook.com/MarcScottVoiceover. So the Fiverr debate continues, and I posted a video a couple of days ago talking about Fiverr and the whole idea of I understand the math behind it, but don't let the math confuse you when it comes to perceived value. And now I want to take it a little bit further, because the most common argument that I get from people who are selling their voiceover services on Fiverr is, this is where I have to start out. I'm new, I don't have any experience, I can't charge regular rates, so I need to begin somewhere, and so I'm starting on Fiverr. Now, a lot of people will vilify you for that and demonize you for that, and I'm sure if you are one of those people, you felt that. I want to talk to you about it from a different perspective, though, because I get where you're coming from. I'm just not convinced that it's where you have to come from. So the argument that is often made is, let's compare a Kia to a Mercedes. That's what people will say. They'll compare something of low value with something of greater value. And so a car is a comparison that frequently comes up. So we'll compare a Kia to a Mercedes. And somehow this is how they justify doing voiceover on Fiverr versus doing voiceover for full and regular rates. Well, the problem here is that you're not comparing apples to apples, and you're not comparing them in two different ways. So first of all, obviously you can't put a Kia and a Mercedes in the same classification. It's not an apples to apples comparison, but more than that, you're comparing a product to a service. And those are two completely different things with two completely different thought processes and two completely different pricing structures. What goes into creating a Mercedes gives it a higher value than a Kia. That's the way the product is designed. But when you're selling your voiceover services, you're not selling a product, you are selling yourself. You are selling a service. I want to give you a couple of things to think about. I've been doing this for quite a while now, and I got to tell you in complete and total honesty, in all the years that I have been doing it, I have never lost a job due to experience. Because I have never once had a client say, we loved your audition, we think your demo's great, but you don't have enough years of experience, and so we're not going to hire you. In fact, I have never once had a client ask me about years of experience in any capacity. And here's why. They don't care. Do you give them what they need? Does your voice match the voice that they're hearing in their head for their project? This is what they care about. Are you able to deliver the goods? If you can deliver the goods, then whether you're 6 months or 6 years or 6 decades into the business is irrelevant. As long as you can deliver what they need, this is what they care about. So honestly, I have never had years of experience even come into the conversation with a voiceover lead or a client. The only time that it's ever come up is when I was trying to get an agent, and my agent asked me about it. So that's one thing I want you to consider. The other thing I want you to consider is that in all the years that I've been doing this, and again, I've been doing voiceover for about 20 years now, a little over 20 years, I've never once seen a casting or received a casting or received a notice or even heard about a notice or casting that went like this. If you have 0 to 6 months experience, the rate will be $50. Now, if you have 6 months to a year of experience, we're going to bump that up to $75. Now, if you have 1 to 2 years of experience, we'll give you $150. If you have 2 to 5 years of experience, we're going to go ahead and make the budget $250. But if you have over 5 years of experience, then for this exact same project, the budget is going to be $500. When I say it like that, as you're listening to me explain this, you're probably laughing to yourself and thinking it's completely ridiculous, but that's the thought process behind the argument that because I'm new, my services are only worth $5. That's the exact same thought process, and it doesn't exist in the voiceover business. I've never seen scaled budget based on the number of years of experience that you have. Now, hey, maybe it's out there somewhere. I'm just telling you from my own experience and in my own business, I have never seen it. So, stop comparing a product and a service. Value yourself for the service that you provide. If you've made the investment in your training, if you've made the investment in your equipment, if you're able to deliver quality sound, then that is what matters. The only person that is worried about the years of experience is you. That's your own mindset issue that you are going to have to overcome. If you think that because you are new, your services are only worth what you can get on Fiverr, that is your mindset issue. And that is something that you have complete control of and something that you can change. When you change it, you're going to be able to start selling your voiceover services for what they are worth. And if you can deliver the goods, they are worth fair market value regardless of how long you've been doing this. So what do you guys think? I know this is a hot topic. I know that it can be a sensitive subject. I'm not here to argue with anyone, and I'm not here to tell anybody the right way or wrong way to run their business. I want you to think from a different perspective, though. So if you're one of those people that are using Fiverr, I'd love to hear your thoughts behind it and why you do it, and whether or not what I have said in this video makes any difference to you. It'd be interesting to get the conversation going. A civil conversation, of course. So share your thoughts, leave it in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video, share the video. Thank you so much, guys, for checking it out. And of course, if you want more, check out my website at marcscottcoaching.com.